Hi everyone, this is Karen Gale, the Day Technology teacher. Hope you're doing well. I'm here to tell you about two tools that you're going to use to work with the project Nichelle's doing with you on time management. So the first thing we're going to do is start out with your Gmail. So bring up your Gmail. Here's my Gmail. And you need to get to your Drive. So you go over to your box of boxes. It's in the upper right. Click on that and find your Drive. Once you're there, we're going to create a spreadsheet. So go over to New. It's a big white plus button over on the left-hand side. Click that. Roll down to Google Sheets. And this will bring up a new spreadsheet. Now, spreadsheets are very useful. They help us display information. They help us understand information, especially numbers. They can do a lot of math for us, which is one reason I really like them. And it helps us keep track of things. Keeps track of everything from groceries we have in our pantry to how much we're getting paid and what our budget is to the hours we spend. And that's what we're going to do today. So the first thing I would like you to do is go up to where it says Untitled Spreadsheet. Click on that, and we're going to title our spreadsheet. So let's call it Time Spent. It could be anything. It could be time spent, time management, anything you want. And you click, and already my document is saved, which is the great thing about using the Google products because they are always in the cloud and always saving. All right, so we have a blank spreadsheet. We have columns that go up and down. We have rows that go side to side. First thing we've got to do is label our columns. So column A, we want to know what the task is. And this is what you were talking about with Nichelle. What do you do during the day? What are all those tasks? And then the second question you asked and answered was how much time did you spend? So I'm going to do mine in hours. So we have column A is the task. Column B is the hours. So what's one task? Okay, sleep, just about my favorite thing to do. So sleep, I put as a task. How many hours do I spend doing it? Well, I really wish I spent 8 like you're supposed to, but I really only spend more like 6. So I'll put 6 in there. What else do I do? I also eat. When I think about all my meals put together, I tend to rush things, so it's probably an hour for all 3 meals. And then I work. And I work probably about 7 hours a day on a typical day. Some days are more, some days are less. So sleep, eat, work. What else do I do? I'm sure you found other things like, streaming, whether that's TV, or maybe we should call it entertainment. Maybe that for you is Netflix or video games or all kinds of things like that. So I probably spend about 2 hours a day doing that, streaming my favorite shows. On the phone, whether I'm texting, whether I'm calling my mom, whatever I'm doing on the phone, I seem to scroll a lot on my phone too. So that's at least an hour. And I would probably spend more if I had more time. I also do some commuting. And so I probably spend at least an hour a day driving back and forth to work. Okay, so if sleeping, eating, working, entertainment, on the phone, commuting, there's housework, which I hate. So cleaning, cooking, getting things ready, all that stuff. That laundry, that probably takes me at least 2 hours if I kind of average it out through the whole, average out the days through the week. What else do I have to do? I've got to take care of my dog. So walking her, feeding her, all the things she requires. So that's probably about another hour. Let's see, what else? Grooming. I hope you all added this. So I'm hoping you shower or bathe occasionally and, brush your teeth so they don't get too mossy. So what does this take? Grooming for an average day? I don't know. Do you put on makeup or, how long does it take to get dressed? All that. Probably for me, it's probably an hour for the morning and night when you add it together. Well, how many hours do I have at this point? Let's see, 6, 7, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 20. I'm only up to 22 hours. So what do I do with those other spare hours? I do have to shop, like go grocery shopping and clothes shopping and shopping for things like that, but that doesn't tend to take much time for me. So I'm going to put half an hour for that. But I do have a kid, and kids take up a lot of time. So kids, I think that's about an hour and a half, entertaining, helping with homework, stuff like that. So I think now I'm up to my 24 hours. So your list is going to look a little different. The hours you spend is going to look a little different as Nichelle was talking to you, but it doesn't matter what they say. We just add these together, put these together in a spreadsheet like this, and we have it in this form of information. But I really liked that pie chart that Nichelle was showing us today. I really wish I could have a pie chart like that. Well, you can do pie charts in Google Sheets, but it's a little more difficult. So I found another tool that I like a little bit better, and that's where we're going to go next. So here we go. And we are going to go, there's infogram.com. Let me back up so you can see the infogram.com. It's used by business. It's also used by regular people. We're going to use their free version. As we all know, nothing is free, but it is free-ish. So, and it creates infographics and reports by using a bunch of templates that you can just drop in, and more, even greater, which to my opinion, is you can import things that you've already done. So we're going to use that spreadsheet that we just did and drop it into this tool. Okay, so let's join. We're going to join Infogram. So I'd like you all to do this as well. Join Infogram. And it says, let's get started. So the easiest thing to do is to sign up with your Google Class account. That way you don't have to remember passwords, and it just makes it a lot easier. So that's what we're going to do. But which Google account? I'm going to do this one. So I do have to enter my password for this particular account, but you probably won't have to enter a password for yours because you're already signed into your Gmail. All right, and we wait for it to load. It said, welcome. We're going to sign up for a basic account. Fantastic. This current Gmail that I have, my first name is Technology and my last name is Coordinator, so you can put whatever you would like in your name. And what kind of organization? I belong to a school, so we click school. I'm going to be a teacher. You can be a student. Click. And then we find the plan that's right for you. What's right for you is the free plan because free is good. Okay, so we've gotten all the way through the registration and here we are. And there are a bunch of free templates. There are templates they ask you to pay for, but don't pay for anything. We're just going to work with what's free. And remember how I said I was looking for a pie chart? Look at this beautiful pie chart right here. Or you could even have a donut chart if you like to have a hole in the middle. Lots of different charts, bar charts. What's important about this, not only that we're learning how to use technology, but for the HiSET test, there is a lot of chart and graph interpretation. In fact, if you've been doing the pre-test in the New Readers Press online tool, you can see that there are a lot of charts and graphs to interpret. So this is good practice for that too. So I want to have a pie chart. So I click on pie chart. It thinks a minute, and voila, we're going to come up with a pie chart. So the other thing I like about this tool is it displays well with phones and with computers. So it says type something. Well, type something. Okay, well, I'm going to call it, what am I going to call my project? I'm going to call it, let's get rid of some of these words, time spent. Okay, so time spent is the name. Here's my chart. So if you click on the chart itself, so I'm just going to click, and it opens up more information over in this right-hand panel. See over here? We have settings where we could change the kind of chart we wanted. We could change how big or small it was. But what I want to do is edit the data. See the data here? Right now it put in some silly data about how much time I spend on romance books and fantasy books. Please, there's no mystery books here. That's what I like. Anyway, we're going to edit the data. Click. And instead of using their data, we're going to upload a file. And wouldn't you know, there's a Google Drive icon right here. That's the one that looks kind of like a recycling symbol. I'm going to click on that. It's saying, which account do you want to get that from? Now, you probably only have one account on your computer, but since I'm using a computer that all the staff uses, there are a lot of different names on it. So this is saying it will allow this program to look at my Google Drive files. I'm okay with that. So I'm going to allow it. And we're going to select a file. So it's thinking. All right, so now we're going to add the information. So we've clicked on our chart and we want to edit the data. So we go up to our Google Drive and we say, oh yes, I want that time spent information. And all of a sudden, all of that information has been taken from that spreadsheet document and created a pie chart over here. So now I see, okay, here's my time spent, and this is what I spend it on, and this is this beautiful pie chart. So sometimes I think it's a lot easier. I can see, oh, I spend more time working than sleeping. It also gives you percentages, which I find really interesting. I only spend 4% of my time every day eating, but it makes me think, where could I cut out some time so that I would have more time for the things that I want to do? So I'm hoping that these two tools, creating a Google Drive, Google Sheets spreadsheet, and then using this tool to create a pie chart will help you think about how you spend their time and how you might want to spend it in the future, especially as you move closer towards taking your HiSET test. So just remember, you can edit your chart here. When you click on it, you can edit your text. You can even move your chart, obviously. And there are also other things you can add, texts and other chart and other things. There are plenty of other options here. So this is just dipping our toe in to see what our time spent pie chart looks like. So I'll be back again with you soon. Take care till then.